Hello, everyone. This is gonna be an Inferno Belial kill. Right now, I'm solo. I'm not gonna be solo. I'm gonna have my friends Nate and Tyler making their first appearance in these videos. Thanks, huge shout out to them for helping me kill Belial. They'll also be with for Sadia and Asmodan in Inferno mode. You're gonna get Inferno mode on all those bosses. But I just wanted to show you guys. This is I decided to get to Belial solo. And then I had to call in reinforcements once I got there, but just the path to Belial. Normally this is like a 2-minute path to get there normally, and this is 10 times speed, and it ends up taking like a minute or so at 10 times speed. So it's just so hard to deal with normal mobs and champion mobs in Inferno. So I put this here mostly for my own pride, because I complained an awful lot in the Butcher video about how hard Inferno is, and then now I'm going to go for another 2 acts in Inferno. Act 4, Inferno, yeah, I'm not going to be able to have just yet. If I ever do manage to do that, I will put up videos. But yeah, I'm gonna have the end bosses, Belial and Asmodan, for acts 2 and 3. And that was me killing the champion mob. You actually have to kill them in order to get to Belial at all. So that's kind of what makes getting to Belial hard. So he starts out as his little kitty self, and then transforms into his true demon form. And the strategy we ended up using here is Nate runs in and tanks all of these right off the bat. We run down so that we have a greater field of vision. You can see up better than you can see down in this game, so hiding at the bottom is better than hiding at the top. And basically, neither Tyler nor myself wants to get hit ever, but I can take like 3 hits before I die. And Tyler can't take any hits before he dies. If he gets hit, he dies by anything in this entire fight, not even just like the Act 3 giant AoE things. But it turns out he's really good at not getting hit, and he deals like 3 times my DPS. So he actually at one point was like, wait, why do I have any gear with vitality on it? Why don't I just go grab all of my highest dexterity and attack damage gear and just pop that on? And so that's what he's using. He's just embraced the fact that he will get one-shotted by anything. My biggest DPS ability is actually, so you can see I'm using the split rune on, what's that called? Magic Missile. And that's actually just to slow things for like all of this kiting that we've got to do. Oh, this is actually really smart. Nate goes forward here, and he's being targeted by those orbs, but he makes sure whenever they shoot out, he has to dodge them after they come out. But when they come out, he's positioned such that me and Tyler don't have to dodge those orbs at all. So Tyler and I just get to wail on Belial with DPS unless we have to kite ads. So this ad right here. Like, the ad spawning with Belial is actually what makes this really, really tough. What was I saying, though? Oh, yeah. Hydra is where most of my single target damage actually comes from, that Venom Hydra right there. I can also throw down Blizzard in order to kite people better, and I've got Cold Snap, which I use exclusively to save Tyler's ass. If something's about to punch Tyler, I want to be able to pop Cold Snap and say, you can't kill my DPS. That's my ranged carry. So Blizzard and Cold Snap help a lot with that. I've got Teleport. I think I'm using Wormhole. Pretty sure. The other one that I might be using would be Fracture, so that I create illusions. Now we are entering into phase 3 of Belial, where I think everything actually one-shots me in this phase as well. It turns out you're going to see I'm really bad at phase 3 of Belial, so I end up spending a little bit of time here dead. That's okay, though. So you can see I just lay down that Hydra and try and keep Blizzard on Belial when I remember to. It doesn't actually slow him, but it is a little bit of extra damage. Okay, yeah, I am using Fracture to get those images up. And I do get a Resurrect off there on Nate. Yeah, don't let your tank stay dead. And Tyler and I actually remember at this point, we're like, Nate, what the hell? Why'd you just like die straight up? You didn't even move. You didn't even try to dodge that. And he was like, well, I'm the tank. And we're like, no, don't do that. You need to be alive. And then I go ahead, and I was trying to dodge, but I'm just really bad at phase 3 of Belial, it turns out. Like, really bad! Look at that! There wasn't anything I could have done about that once I decided to resurrect. I should have just waited patiently to resurrect. Oh my god! Nate with the hero resurrect on me, but then he gets wailed on too. And now I'm like, oh geez, I will die to anything. You know who's good at phase 3 of Belial, though? Is Tyler. Me and Nate, like, die, like, constantly in this. I hope that he targets my fractures here. That was my plan. All right, get the res off on Nate. He can pop up once he's clear of AoE. I probably died of this again. I'm really bad. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I am so bad. But, like, so the nice thing here is, like, we're having to dodge this constantly. Tyler's just been laying DPS into Belial this entire time at the top of the screen. So Nate has resurrected me here again, and again, he is dead. So, like, me and Nate chain resing each other here actually ends up... Ugh, that was really bad, though. Actually ends up letting Tyler just deal mad damage. And, like, Belial's at, like, a 5th health. And watch what Tyler does here. He's like, oh, I could resurrect you guys. That's technically true. I'm just gonna be a hero. I'm just gonna be a hero and kill Belial. That's what I'm gonna do. Boom! Tyler just killed, like, the last... Like, what was that? Like, a 6th of Belial's health? Like, in Inferno? He just did it, like, hero mode. Go, Tyler. Good on you. And Tyler's resurrecting Nate, and I realize it, so I'm just gonna revive myself and then walk in here in a second. Which you can do at the end of bosses. Don't be afraid to do that. You don't, like, lose your loot or anything by clicking revive. Just don't revive in the middle of the boss, because then you don't get any loot, and you can't get back in to help your friends. It's bad news. Go ahead and click on back to the plot video. Next boss that you're gonna see is Sadia. She's a spider queen. It'll be awesome.